I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game.
From the host to Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016, there's a look in Santa Clara. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Seattle Seahawks and the San Francisco 49ers. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A huge play there right off the bat. 45 yards on the ground. Once again, they run with Breida on first down. Pushes past him. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. On first down, here's Breida. Into the secondary again. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A 21-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the man from nearby Stanford, Christian McCaffrey. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Winston. Eluding the pressure right, and that is incomplete.
No grounding call there. He had a receiver near the right sideline. It was pretty clear there. He just needed to get rid of that one.
And he did have a receiver in the area, but initially my view was obstructed, and I thought that was going to be grounding, but clearly the correct call made, and that is no call.
Is that why you threw your play sheet down? Is that why you did it? Was that the flag?
You can't be giving me up. I got a lot of issues up here in the booth. Jameis to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And look who, the former Seahawk first-round pick, Bruce Irvin. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. They're indeed going. It's Winston. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. He was so vital in their wild card win a week ago. 8 catches in that game. This is his first one in this affair.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on 4th down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on 4th down here early in the game.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. He got 29 yards that time. From the red zone now, Winston. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Philip Dorsett there to make the grab, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Extra point safely through, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. Now Wilson. This one complete to Christian Kirk. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. Now a give coming right is Breida. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Here's Breida. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Mackenzie Alexander in on the tackle. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. Check 26, check 26. Bang out, bam, bam.
From the shotgun, Wilson steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. This is Breida. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Breida, he'll try the right side. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. They run with Breida. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 16, Wilson buying time to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conley. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Winston. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it.
Now it's Breida. And a short gain down to about the 33. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. On the handoff, this is Breida. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards there and a Niner first. Now a give to Breida. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. There to stop him was Darius Leonard.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Winston. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
Ah, you're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word.
Yeah.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Hey, keep it up, keep it up.
On 2nd and 11 now. Winston forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Third and short yardage. Winston. It's complete to Grant. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Working out of the gun, Winston. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Tyrone Crawford just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. To try again after the sack. Winston, and he's got him. Got his man on the end route, complete. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Fourth down, Winston. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here's McCaffrey. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. It's a first down following a gain of 3. First down, Winston. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. To throw is Winston. And he comes back with one complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 13-yard line. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Another run, this time McCaffrey. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Christian McCaffrey taking it in as his guys are back within a single score. The extra point up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Garyon Conley. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Butker now to add the extra point. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they gave up the pick 6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around? And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
3 down, 3 down. 58.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D.
Now it's Wilson. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
But it's not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete, but you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
Escaping the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 19 yards is the pickup there, but even with that, they're well short. It's fourth down. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down.
You go tight. You got 12. You got 12.
They're going on fourth down. It's Wilson taking a shot and got his man complete. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now a handoff looking right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Now Mostert. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This for the lead and the final Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's complete. They're going to get the first. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Going to give this time to the tailback. And oh, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Here's Mostert. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Raheem Mostert with time running out. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Tyrone Crawford picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.
So that's a...
Get a bird's eye view. Hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me. Baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked. This death comes in 3s. Wins come in 2s. Cash comes in 1s. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Hat on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got about